So we're going to start off today with conditions number 8 and 9, and the first presenter is Ryan Greer.
The job you're doing, you're part of a bigger purpose than yourself, and you actually have like a goal to reach. You know, most companies, most likely you won't move up. You know, there's not really any room for you to move up when that person is holding on to that job, and you're just going to stay where you're at forever. You know, and maybe in 10 years, but 10 years is just too long. You know, I've been here like a little over 2 years, and now I'm finally getting an opportunity to you know, grow, and growth is really hard. Growth, you know, when you go to the gym, stuff like that, you've got to like break that muscle down. And the same when you're learning something new. I remember when I first started working here doing mastic, like the first week, my hands were just cramped, like shut from holding scrapers and scraping, like you know, for days and days and days.
I didn't know I had muscles.
Sitting there doing finger exercises, trying to get pumped. So, you know, sometimes when you get put like that, I remember when I first started, there were some guys, some supervisors that aren't here anymore, and I was like they weren't following this culture of people growing. And, you know, and I seen it because when I showed up on the job, I immediately got put on to just scraping and detail, which is normal too when you're a new guy, you know, because depending on the job, you know, they might have more experienced guys that are just trying to get it going, and then once they get a good flow and they feel comfortable, then they can start getting some training in with the new guys. But, you know, when people aren't living that, you end up scraping for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you never even get to see your potential. You never even get to see what you're good at and feel that importance. And when you're going day to day, just doing something that you don't love. I mean, even if you're really good at detail, most people do not like detail. Even though, you know, usually, oh, you're the best at detail. You know, looking at people's skills, but still, it's doing it day in, day out. It's so tedious, and you know, it can get old. But when you get to do different things, like I probably would have never driven, you know, a forklift. Like, and Marcos gave me an opportunity. Hey, you know, my hand was broken. I was working in the shop, and gave me a chance to ride, you know, do the forklift. He taught me the directions, going up and down. You know, things that he learned from actually being certified. And you know, he just having me do little things, this, that, you know, take a little pallet here and there and stuff like that. But to me, it was a big deal because I just learned how to drive a forklift, you know, and to me, that's pretty cool because I'm actually learning life skills. And Robert Aguilar did the same thing. He let me drive the one, you know, a bigger one when we were at the Provo boiler, you know, and that opportunity would have never happened without that. And even this supervisor position probably would most likely not happened, you know, with, you know, a lot of guys in here, you know, backgrounds and a lot of us were knuckleheads before we came here. And when you get that opportunity to do something that you probably would never get the opportunity to do, and maybe see that you're good at it, that makes you feel important. And that makes coming to work every day, you know, a lot better, and feel like the purpose that you have is more than just a workhorse detailing, doing this and that. You actually get the opportunity to think. A lot of businesses don't give you the opportunity where you get to, you know, use your own ideas, and that, you know, that makes you feel important. You know, you actually have say in what you do every day. You actually get, you know, and there's nothing that feels better when you have an idea and that idea is used and it saved a bunch of guys, you know, using their backs and like, oh man, that was a brilliant idea. How'd you think to do that? That made it easier, and that'll go on. You know, we go to the foreman meetings and we talk about, you know, how we saved hours, how we lost hours, mistakes we made, and you know, with that you get say in that. And it starts from the bottom as well, you know. You might not be at the foreman meeting, but you're in the daily meetings every day at the job. And you could get to say, hey, like, even though you've been here 2 weeks, hey, I noticed us doing it this way, it feels like it slows down. Could we try it this way? And I don't think I've ever worked with a supervisor that ever said that's a stupid site, unless it totally doesn't make sense. And then they'll explain to you why that doesn't work. It's not just, hey, you're an idiot, whatever. All right, everybody get to work. No, it's, well, you know what, that doesn't work because of this. Or we've tried that before and this happened. Or just on this job, due to these, you know, and you learn something every day. You know, you're not just a robot coming to work. And another thing here, if you want to choose to be a robot, you can. There's a white diamond for you. You can. If you want to do the bare minimum, you have the option to do that.
Do you have any new guys on your crew?
I have had new guys in my crew, yes.
So how do you help them find meaning for their job? Does it matter if they come to work? Does it matter if they're late? Does it matter if they don't show up?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how new they are. Like if they're just brand new, right from the shop here, usually it's just straight training. The importance, the way to keep something is to give it away. Is a saying I've been told, and what that means is if you're constantly giving away your knowledge, that's how you keep something. A lot of these guys that people go on missions and stuff and come back and never use like Japanese and stuff and just totally forget the language. But by using it every day, you keep it yourself because it's fresh in your mind and you're giving it to somebody else. And so I feel like the importance that a new guy gives me is keeping it fresh in my mind, teaching things over and over and over and over again. But now if it's a new guy that's been here like a month, he's on my crew, I might test him out, let him try something new, let me try to find his talent.
Because we have a lot of new guys and it's kind of difficult to help them find meaning.
Oh, it is way difficult. You know what? Helping people find meaning is actually a very, very hard thing to do. Because it's within self, So basically you have to teach them to feel important themselves. Like I can't just make you feel important. I can't just tell you you're important. I need to make you believe you're important. And so to do that, you really have to do, there's more than just this. There's every one of the culture conditions that you really need to use to kind of use the steps. Like I feel like they're kind of more steps of going through and building somebody. Because at the end, I don't have them all memorized, but what's number 12? Because you have the book. Challenge me. At the end is challenge me. So after you get all the way through all of them, the last one is you are set. Now challenge me and challenge everything that I've learned working here. So I feel like building up new guys is really getting to know new guys, finding their skills, helping them find their worth. Because like I said, you might be really good at detail, but you might not like it. So I don't feel, it's your talent. But you should also love what you're doing, You should find the talent of what you like doing most, because you should enjoy what you're doing. Not I'm the best mastic person ever, but I hate it. I hate my life. I hate mastic every day, but I'm the best, so I just gotta hold the team. You really have to find what you love doing and kind of manipulate that into every single job you do. Find that niche. And what time is that? I think that my 15 minutes is up.
Help them find their meaning is by helping them see their contributions of what they bring to the table.
For sure.
Their accomplishments even from the first day when they just started, when they've already put on their safety glasses and their hard hat to the end of the day, what they finished at the end of the day.
For sure.
What's the employee condition on that, Ryan?
The employee condition is the emotional message is help me see my importance. The manager role is help employee find meaning.
What's the employee condition?
Mission and purpose of company to help employee feel job is important.
So the mission and purpose of the company is to help everybody here feel and find meaning and basically help you understand what your role is, help you see where you fit and where you put in your contributions, right?
For sure, yeah.
Are we doing that?
It is hard to do. I feel we are. I feel every day when you meet with your crew and you have a safety meeting and you give somebody a task to do, like I said, like safety classes, you can give a new guy, hey, safety is really important with this company. Your job today is to make sure that every person is wearing their safety glasses. I know it's hard to do, but when you see somebody not wearing theirs, tell them to go grab their safety glasses, and then they have a purpose for the day, they're making everybody safe. When everybody got through the day and didn't get an eye poked out or, anything that can happen, and, they served their purpose. And there's no better feeling as serving your purpose.
I think when you give somebody a task and you assign it to them and explain to them how important is that task to be done, give them that purpose of feeling that, they gave me something important to do. You know, and even just make sure these two guys are safe. They're new. I mean, he's only been here a month, but sometimes there's people that just take that opportunity to evolve, you know, and help people out. But when you give somebody that task and tell them, you know, this job is important to get done, it makes them feel important.
For sure.
Especially when they get done and everything, you look at the floor and the floor is all nice and pretty, and they're like, wow, I did this. When I used to do mastic, my drill was to see the floor, the cleanest floor. I should go compare it to the other guy's floor.
Sergio?
I think it's very important to learn, like limits and supervisors, to learn how to show the new guys how to do the work. Because there is supervisors and there is limits to it. They don't know how to scrape and do the work sometimes. It's very important not just to say, oh, this guy is not good.
Yeah.
If this guy not good, it's because you're not a good lineman or you're foreman, you're supervisor. It is we got to learn how to show the people and don't let them feel bad.
That's so true. That is seriously that is actually very, very well said. You know, because your team, you're only as good as your team, you know, and your team's only as good as you are. If you're a bum supervisor, you're gonna have a bum crew. If they just see you just lazy and you know never teaching them anything, then they're just here, you know, they're here to come and get a check.
Well, what do we always say? Lead by example.
Exactly. Lead by example, and you're only as good as your teammates.
I think you got to prepare, you know, like if they didn't they just say do it? You have to show him how he can do it.
Step by step. It's a bigger picture, like a bigger picture. But I think my time's up. I'll let Katlin. Thanks, guys.
Alright, so I'm doing condition number 9, which is help me feel proud. I wasn't well organized like you was. So I'm going to read off what the pamphlet says, and I have some questions for you. So it says, highly productive employees tell us there is a vast difference between being named to a team and actually identifying with that team. We have all experienced being assigned to a team or a work group or manager assigns us, and our name is added to the team roster. Just because our names are added, however, does that mean that we physically join the team? So, how is working as a team a good quality of practice? Does anybody know? Any examples? Good quality work practices is?
We're doing a job right now in Burley, the amalgamated sugar plant, and I think the way they're working, I mean, some of you guys have been in here, have worked there, and they work as a team.
Yeah.
If they wouldn't be working as a team, they wouldn't get done. And they all watch out for each other, safety-wise, making sure everybody's safe. And the quality of work that they're doing. I mean, last time I went in there, it was, why are they going to tear this building down? That's how good it looked. And they take pride in what they were doing.
So basically at the end of their shift, they look at it and they're all proud because they know they're making a good
When we first started, you couldn't see, you know, but once they started getting organized and started working as a team, you were able to see what they were getting done.
Okay, that works. Then it says, helping all members identify the team characteristics that will result in quality products can be led to insights into greater efficiency and increased productivity. Trusting that one's coworkers share a commitment to quality is a key to a great team performance. When employees are asked, are you committed to quality? They are all in the affirmative. This reflects employees' natural human tendency to think highly of the work they produce. Since they all give the same answer to the question, however, the question does not differentiate that most productive work groups from those that are less productive. Instead, employees answer the question by associates are committed to doing quality work. Are much are much more revealing. Employees want their co-workers to share their commitment and quality, and want to be part of an organization to challenge that challenges and enables them to excel. So, often the definition of quality sets the tone and workplace. Culture is a quality and defined as an absence of defects or mistakes. We send a strong message to employees that encourage them to cover up mistakes and problems quickly. Which we all make mistakes. We all learn from our mistakes. At least we try to, anyways. So when you do make mistakes, it's not that big of a deal. It's just something you want to learn and move on and try to make it better and try not to make that same mistake twice.
I have a good example.
Ownership.
Ownership, yeah.
Friday, it was you, Ryan, and Aaron Cushing, Ryan
Russell.
doing a job at Utah State. Get a call from Ryan, and he doesn't feel good about the job. He's like, when I went to go check the room, we didn't cut flush to the wall. That bothered Ryan all weekend. Goes Monday, and he's like, I gotta go back and make sure this job is good. I mean, to me, that was a great thing. That showed me that he cares about his job and he cares about the quality of work he does. Good job, Ryan.
Thanks, man. That makes me feel proud. That helps, that does help you feel proud, when you can leave a job, like how he was saying, you leave it you see the mastic done, you have a shiny room, and, when you feel proud when you do a good job's work, you do, but we stay till like 10:30 that night, so at least you want your late hours, at least leaving where it's worth it. So I feel like that goes great with pride. I feel proud leaving that last night, and they were happy. And we, left with good customer and stuff, and
So like if you make a mistake, you're not always alone. You can always have everybody else with you to help you, fix your mistakes, and everybody else can see what the mistake was and they can learn from your mistakes. So we can move on from that. The problem can also bring out a greater sense of teamwork in a workplace. Employees who are committed to doing quality work look at a problem as a challenge. So a lot of us do look at our job as challenges. We show up every day, and we usually do the same stuff a lot. So we try to challenge ourselves to make it faster one day or the next day, or however everybody makes their own challenges. Everybody has their own different way to make a challenge. They use the power of the team not only to overcome the crisis, but to correct the process to avoid future problems and move on to greater productivity and quality. Interestingly, some of the most productive teamwork is observed in these times of crisis. The excellence and the spirit of teamwork that emerge from dealing effectively with problem situations are the stuff of great workplace. That's all I have.
Good job.
Good job.